gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Anthony. Listen, I'm so excited you're here because you could have been anywhere, right? There's over 2.5 million podcasts out there. Only a couple 100,000 of them are actually active. But here's the thing. You're here rocking with us. And I got to let you know exactly what this show is about because it could be your first time, fam. Each and every single week, we continue to bring you an inspiring person, or we're going to bring you a message that's truly going to help you. It's going to help you whether you're trying to climb that corporate ladder or perhaps become an entrepreneur or grow your business. But most importantly, everybody on this platform has answered the question we've all asked ourselves at some point in our life, and that school's over. Now what, right? Like, what do we do? And because of you, this show has continued to blow up, and it's blown up primarily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and a long list of others. But here's the thing, right? I would be nothing without you. So I always like to kick this thing off with the review of the week. And right now, if you're watching us on YouTube, I'm going to pull it up so you can see it, fam. This review comes from Kim Yada, Hidden Prince LLC, and she wrote, "Great podcast. Love the latest podcast. I'm the owner of Hidden Prince LLC and want you to social media and help others connect with teens, women, and families. So listening to the podcast definitely helped me with gaining tools to help navigate social media. I'm not very tech savvy, so thank you, Aisha, for dropping a couple of helpful resources." That's right. We had, Aisha Haran on the show recently this month, in fact, and you guys know she has over 400,000 YouTube subscribers because if you haven't checked out that episode, she gave away the game, she gave away apps, she gave away strategies. Be sure to check that out. But most importantly, Kenyatta, we appreciate you. And perhaps you're listening right now, right? Or you're watching us on YouTube. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, yo, fam, what you doing? Click the link below in the show notes and subscribe to the channel because this show is nothing. I repeat, it's nothing without you guys sharing that word. And I'm so excited about getting into this next phase and getting into the next phase of the episode. Today, we are going to go do a solo episode. I'm excited for this. All right. Because when I think about solo episodes, here's the thing. Typically, I only do one solo episode a month. But, because, July is a 5-week month. And, having your own podcast, you create the rules. You create what's happening. And that was a message on my heart that I got to give to you, fam. And today I want to talk about why you should know your value. And it's time that you know your value. I've done a whole lot over the last year. I became a full-time entrepreneur August of last year. And, I started doing a lot of different things from, not only teaching people the podcast game, but representing some of the biggest names on the planet, whether they're celebrities, whether they're business owners, whether they're entrepreneurs, really focusing on connections, collaborations, and campaigns, stuff that brings me excitement, right? But when I say know your value, I want you to realize whatever it is that you're doing right now in your life, I want to make sure that you're happy about it. You're getting what you should be paid and you aren't feeling like, oh man, I could have done better. And for honesty, there were people that I put in positions, whether it was getting them on certain platforms that made hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm going to tell you this. If I help you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, you think I'm not going to make sure my price is right? You think I'm not going to make sure that I'm not getting, paid what I should get paid? And the reason I'm telling you that is because you're doing something right now in your business where your value is being understated, right? Your value, you're working on projects. You're working on, a business right now. You're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and you aren't getting your worth. So let's talk about how you can get your worth and how you can understand what your value is to the world so that you can get paid, fam. So I'm going to give you 3 things to think about in terms of knowing your value and how to make sure you are getting what you deserve, right? Number 1, I want you to be happy about your price, right? I want you to be happy about your price. Because if you are going to put all the work in, at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're doing enough to, whether it's to feed your family, whether it's to kick your feet up and relax, whether it's to eat some of the most amazing food or travel the world. I want to make sure you're happy about your price. Number 2, make sure your work brings you joy. If you're working on something and it's bringing you no joy at all, right? Chances are you're in the wrong career. You're in the wrong field. You're working on the wrong business. You're working on the wrong task. You should switch it up. Make sure you are doing something that brings you joy, that brings a smile to your face. Number 3, effortless, right? You really want to win. Find what you're really good at. Find what you're really skilled at. Find out what people tell you, what you do with the least amount of effort that you are excelling in, and make sure that is something that you are doing with your life. If it comes to you effortlessly and you're happy about it, if it brings you joy, if it's something that brings you excitement, chances are you're in the right business. Chances are you're doing the right things. Chances are you know your value, right? Remember, I started this conversation by saying, I was helping people get hundreds of thousands of dollars. You think I'm not going to make sure my value isn't taken care of? Make sure you know your worth, guys. And I'm excited for you because I feel like you can take these 3 things, right? These 3 things. Be happy about your price. Make sure your work brings you joy. And last but not least, make sure that whatever you're doing, it comes to you effortlessly, right? So it doesn't bring you any stress. Guys, thank you for rocking with me for today, and I hope you guys are having a phenomenal week. I'm excited for what's going to happen next month with some big names coming to the podcast. And for those of you that have been listening, always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it. Hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. We'll see you next week here at Schools Over Now What. And always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.